Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Friday Eve to you. I'm Rob Evans, and welcome to Daybreak Plus. We're breaking down all the news you may have missed overnight, and we're digging deep into what really matters to you. Today, we're focusing on your kids' safety in just a bit, but we begin with Boomtown. That's our series tracking all the ways that Central Texas is growing and changing. And there is a possible extension of Highway 290 toll road to Elgin, and it's one step closer to reality. The people living there would probably love to have it get there a lot faster, right? The Central Texas Regional Mobility Authority's board voted yesterday to work with Bastrop County on design and environment study. It would be about 13 miles. It'll go, you see the highway there, right there, from State Highway 130 through Manor to State Highway 95 southbound. Now, the population obviously is growing there. That stretch has seen a lot more gridlock. And we heard from several people in the area about what they deal with. Take a listen.
How it is with construction, people working, we have to go even slower. So it would probably be a bit of a struggle in the beginning, but once it's done, like you said, it would be a great help.
I don't know, I like my small town feel, and I don't like toll roads, so I'll stay on the frontage.
Bastrop County Commissioners Courts will vote on their end of the deal next month. And sticking with drivers and construction and yikes, this is a sign that people have been seeing for, 4 years now in North Austin. The drivers heading north from Leander to Liberty Hill going to have to wait even longer for the 183 toll road extension. Now, this project is 6.6 miles from Hero Way to north of Highway 29. But this thing's been under construction since 2021, and it was supposed to be finished by the end of this month. That's not happening. Board members with the Central Texas Regional Mobility Authority gave an update on the progress. Take a listen to what they had to say.
But we'll be able to open ideally here. It shows April 9th, and our team's relatively confident. You can see we're in the green of them being able to open to traffic before mid-April.
All right, well, this $250 million project includes 2 toll lanes in each direction, plus a path for people to bike and to walk. Officials say they needed this because of all the traffic volume expected to nearly double over the next 20 years, and the traffic there is already absolutely awful. All right, moving to politics right now to 7:03, and President Donald Trump imposing a 25% tariff on all vehicles and all auto parts coming into the U.S. starting next Wednesday. Now, Trump says that he expects auto firms to relocate to the U.S. and to build new sites or expand existing ones. And prices, of course, are expected to shoot up across the board. New cars, get this, could cost as much as $10,000 more. What? Used car prices expected to go up as well because supply is already limited. And car insurance premiums are expected to go up as well because car parts for repairs are going to become more expensive. Oh boy. Well, the new Trump tariffs expected to prompt retaliatory tariffs from China, the EU, and from Canada. And of course, tariffs also going to cause supply chain disruptions, right? It's going to happen. We talked a little bit about that just now, but ABC's Perry Russom has some tips to help you prepare for the potential effects.
Supply chain disruptions have plagued businesses and consumers for decades. Natural disasters, labor shortages, and fluctuating demand creating uncertainty.
Supply chains are very dynamic, but they are also nimble, as are the companies that work inside of them.
Experts tell ABC News President Trump's tariffs could raise prices on a variety of goods, from auto parts to wine, and impact consumers should they choose to purchase those items. In February, the Yale Budget Lab estimated that could cost the average household an additional $2,000 each year. By being proactive and flexible, you can reduce the potential impact of a supply chain disruption on your wallet.
Make sure you work with your budget for a period of time. Right? If there's some things that you just have to have and you want to have in your life, spend some time with your family going through the budget to know where you can and can't flex.
Follow the brands you like on social media or sign up for their emails.
If there's certain items that you are accustomed to and you see them on sale, grab them. Stock up a bit. I think a lot of businesses will be doing the same on inventory.
And consider alternative brands or items if your favorite is not in stock or within your budget. Experts add businesses are actively planning on how to best mitigate any supply chain disruptions. A recent report by McKinsey & Co. finds it takes the company an average of 2 weeks to plan and execute a response. Perry Russum, ABC News, Washington.
7:06 right now. Let's get a look at weather and traffic. Grace doing double duty for a couple more days for us. Grace, how's it looking?
Only one more day, Rob. And then Hannah will be back on Monday, everyone, from Australia. And we hope she had a great time because I'll never be doing this again. All right, 7:06 is your time. We're waking up to cloudy skies across the area. Kind of a general kind of purpley look to the city this morning. We're starting off our temperatures pretty temperate as well. 65 at the airport, 64 over at Camp Mabry there. And then humidity at 93%. Very humid. Not all of us are seeing some showers this morning, but a couple of us still seeing some, leftovers from last night. Temperatures across the board, mostly the mid 60s out there towards the east end, and then some of us falling down to the 50s as you head out towards the west end. Now, wind speeds are going to be calm to start our day and also to end our day. We're mostly just going to feature scattered showers throughout our Thursday, and then tomorrow morning it looks like we will see another batch of potentially heavy rain as well as storms moving through the region. So here's what's left of last night. We just kind of had a lot of that moisture hang out towards the south and east. A couple areas down towards Hayes County, even Blanco County, dealing with a few isolated showers this morning, and then out towards LaGrange, kind of some widespread but very light rain. Now, Now, as we head out towards the east, Houston looking like they're reaching into some light rain too. Brownsville also had some very heavy storms this morning. And as we continue through today and tomorrow, we'll have rounds of rain reaching into Central Texas. So anywhere from about a half an inch to near an inch across the I-35 corridor as well as off to the east. And then you see those purple areas, those isolated totals could be up to 1 or maybe even 2 inches in some spots when all is said and done. So over the next 2 days, we will have a risk for some minor flooding out there. That's going to be today for our southern areas and tomorrow for our central and southeastern areas over towards the coastal plains. So let's take a look as we head through the day today. We're mostly going to see, again, that scattered shower activity for the bulk of our Thursday afternoon and our evening hours. Now, after we head past about 10 p.m. tonight, we will see, of course, some light shower activity in some places, but for 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, we'll be watching another round of heavier showers and thunderstorms moving over our region. Now, this is mostly affecting, again, areas to the east of the I-35 corridor. Some of these storms could be strong to even severe, but it does look like they will really calm down as we head towards about noon on Friday. And finally, as we head towards late Friday afternoon and Friday evening, things will start to dry out pretty gradually there. All right, the next couple of days, of course, lots of rain for our Thursday and Friday. Going to be 2 kind of gloomy days out there. And then Saturday and Sunday, we really start to warm things up. Even Sunday has the chance to reach about 90 degrees out there. A cold front incoming for our Sunday and our Monday could squeeze out a couple of thunderstorms in the region, but again, not looking like kind of the most important thing on the forecast right now. Okay, let's switch over to traffic conditions because we're starting to slow down in a couple of areas, especially for Manor as well as Oak Hill, now down to 27 miles per hour. I know that there are some issues with construction over that way. And of course, we're seeing some crashes on the south side of town as well as the east side of town this morning. Coming in from Manor, we had multiple crashes this morning, one up towards this 290 area and FM 973 here where that intersection is. That's been cleared away, so it looks a little bit better over towards that region. But even if people are dipping south and trying to go on Old Highway 20 there through downtown Manor, it looks like that is backed up too with another crash over that way. Now down to the south edge of town, Things coming in from Buda are also a bit slow and maybe even slower this morning as we have a crash on I-35 northbound and William Cannon Drive. And then over towards the airport, well, just south and west of the airport there, we also have a crash on Daniel Alexander over at US 183 there. So we'll continue to update you guys throughout the morning. Back to you.
All right, Grace, thank you very much. A debate over gun restrictions in Tennessee got a wee bit out of hand. You know, there's friction with politics, right? But this is This is a bit much. It almost led to a brawl between two politicians. ABC's Andrew Dimbert has that story.
5-minute recess.
Chaos at the Tennessee state capitol, an argument between lawmakers nearly turning violent. Democrat Justin Pearson was proposing a bill to reinstate gun carry permits, just weeks after he says his brother died by suicide using a gun.
I appreciate the conversation and discussion, because that's what democracy requires. Our participation, our questions, our conversation, our discussion, not just the end of debate, because you don't want to hear something.
Moments later, Republican Andrew Farmer responded.
I know every member in this committee's been here this year working, and I know you may have some things going on, but you have not. So I don't think it's fair for you to come in front of this committee and lecture us on hard work and convictions.
It is a pathetic excuse for you to not answer the question of why we are doing nothing about the gun violence epidemic than to personally attack me.
Eventually, his microphone cut off, but he keeps yelling at Farmer. After order was restored, Republicans rejected Pearson's bill. Then he walked up to Farmer.
5-minute recess.
Pearson was physically restrained and left the meeting, later saying, "I never thought I would have to defend grieving my brother in a General Assembly subcommittee." Farmer saying Pearson was trying to attack and demean his colleagues and then attempted to confront me physically. Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
Now, backstory here, the two do have history. Farmer supported expelling Pearson back in 2023 for leading a protest on the House floor, but still something you don't see a whole lot in politics, at least not here in the U.S. All right, on to sports right now, 7:12, and it's orange versus orange in the Sweet 16. The Texas women's basketball team getting ready to play the other UT, the secondary UT, University of Tennessee, on Saturday. If you're a UT Tennessee grad, I don't mean secondary, I'm just kidding with you. The difference this year for Texas is Rory Harmon is on the court. She missed most of last year with a knee injury, but made a full comeback, complete with another honorable mention All-American honor. Here's the head coach, Vic Schaefer, and Rory to talk about it.
Excited for Rory. You know, she's y'all see it. I mean, you look at her playing right now, you'd never know a year ago she had a devastating injury.
Be playing again and at my pace and my speed and how I feel. It's honestly incredible, and I'm super proud of myself.
As she should be. She is working hard. The game between Texas and Tennessee, the UTs, is this Saturday, 2:30. You can watch it right here on KVUE. And now to a story about UT's newest head coach that might surprise you. Not only has Sean Miller found success through basketball as an adult, he was also pretty well known for his dribbling skills as a kid. Look at this. When he was 10 years old, he earned a spot on The Late Show with Johnny Carson. That's him. As a 9-year-old, he won a championship with a coach who local fans know all about. Here's Coach Barnes. Take a listen.
Coach Barnes, he may get mad at me, Rick Barnes, but if you can imagine this, he was my first coach that I ever had. It's at the Pitt basketball camp. I was a 3rd grader. He led me to a championship, or maybe I led him to a championship as a 9-year-old. He's somebody that I've known since 9, and I know what a great coach and tenure he had here.
That coach also told us he met Tom Penders, another former Texas coach, when he was in 2nd grade. He's got all kinds of UT connections, all right? The jersey looks good on him there. Well, sticking with sports, different one though. Live look at Dell Diamond. The Round Rock Express will start the season on the road. Their first game is tomorrow. This year's team of 31 players includes 15 guys who played for the Express before, 2 of the top 30 prospects for the Rangers, including that guy there, outfielder Evan Carter, a player who looked like a future star during the Rangers World Series run. The Rangers asked him to start the season, though, here in AAA Round Rock, a request that Texas outfielder Jock Peterson helped put into perspective for him. Take a listen.
I had a great conversation with Jock the other day when I did get told that I was coming here. Great conversation with him, and he was relatable and told me about the first time he got sent down. And so this is my first time, and you never know how baseball's going to work out. But if I'm fortunate enough to have a 10-year career, hopefully I can be that guy that is makes others feel a little bit better about it.
Now, the home opener, by the way, for the Round Rock Express is next Tuesday. And by the way, they're having opening day fireworks on Tuesday, too. They want me to let you know that. All right, now talking about your kids' safety, let's go deep dive into that. Liberty Hill ISD taking a new approach to keeping kids safe. This one is online. You know, kids spend so much time, right, on their iPhones and their tablets, their computers. School and city leaders launched a student-led program. So the kids are leading this, right? And a student-led program as well that keeps kids aware of dangerous criminals lurking on the internet. Here's KVUE's Isabella Basco.
The pressures of technology and its effects on students weighs heavy on the minds and hearts of Michelle Wright and Lindsay Regier, two school counselors at Santa Rita Middle School.
A lot of what we deal with involves social media and the drama that comes with that as well. A lot.
While both have done classroom lessons about online safety, they wanted to do it more consistently, considering how traffickers can use social media to recruit victims.
We want to belong and be accepted by other people, and so they believe that. It does happen here in our community. And the increase of this, it's exploding.
So they've been holding meetings with a group of student ambassadors to learn about how to stay safe online. It's all part of an organization called Project Protect Our Children, which is part of Youth Action Board. Liberty Hill ISD is one of the first districts in Central Texas to start it.
I didn't know much about labor trafficking.
Kellyanne Yoder is an 8th grader at Santa Rita Middle.
We've learned what force, fraud, and coercion are, which can affect how consent works.
While her classmate, Kinley Kearley, recognizes the benefits of education.
Everyone should learn this because anyone can be trafficked anywhere.
Having trusted students be the eyes and ears of their school.
It's not an easy topic to be a part of, and they're embracing it and taking it in.
To help them as they take on the world.
That was Isabella Basco reporting, and these efforts are associated with Not on Our Watch, which helps raise awareness for online abuse and exploitation. Liberty Hill Mayor Crystal Mancia did a proclamation for it, the city council meeting, and also gave awards to the kids and to counselors who are protecting our community. Well, in the 89th Texas legislative session, lawmakers discussed a bill that would mandate seat belts on all school buses in Texas, regardless of if the buses are new or old. A live look at the Capitol right here, where the Senate Transportation Committee left Senate Bill 546 pending. It would require 3-point seatbelts on all school buses, regardless of the bus's age. Again, this is all about keeping your kids safe. Right now, seatbelts are only required on new buses. Part of what led to this bill was this tragedy last March when a concrete pumper truck hit a Hayes CISD school bus. 5-year-old student Ulysses Rodriguez Montoya was killed. Dozens of other kids on the bus were hurt. That bus did not have seatbelts. A man in another vehicle behind the bus, Ryan Wallace, was also killed in that crash. 7:19. Now we're leaving you with something to talk about this morning, and hope you're not hungry. Watch out for a shocking fish at Texas beaches this summer. Look at that cute little face. What in the... Texas Parks and Wildlife shared this photo of a crazy-looking fish. It's called a southern stargazer, and it can deliver an electric shock of up to 50 volts. My DeWalt drill is 20 volts, so think about that for a moment. 50 volts. Parks and Wildlife says that the fish likes to hide in the sand. It likes to ambush smaller fish, which they swallow whole. That is disgusting. That is gross. All right, hey, that's it for Daybreak Plus. Let us know what you'd like to talk about. I hope it ain't that fish. Something a little bit prettier, maybe. Message us at 512-459-9442. Again, 512-459-9442. We want to know what's on your mind, what matters to you, to your family, what are you thinking about. You can also message me if you'd like on social media at Rob Evans TV. It's on Instagram, Facebook, or X. And stick around because Daybreak continues right here on KVUE+. Goodbye, everybody.